Well, that didn't go as planned. So we are getting going on our first field of soybeans for the year. Got my co-pilot with me, right, Mr. Sheldon?
Yep.
You can see it's evening time. The sun's getting low in the horizon, and it's making a shadow down in the soybeans. Makes it really hard to see down in there. And this is a really stony field, so kind of going a little slower than I normally would, just so I can watch for rocks. Are you excited, Sheldon? Soybean harvest has started?
Yep.
Yep. Think we'll be done soon?
Yep. You'll be done soon.
Yeah. Awesome. So Sheldon got out, and I got a new co-pilot. This is my nephew, Tino. Do you like riding in the combine, Tino?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? You gonna drive it someday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uncle Jeremy's trying to watch out for rocks. Do you think there's any rocks in this field?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the combine grumbled when we picked up some weeds, didn't it? What color's this combine? Huh? What color? Green. Good job. What color is the soybeans? Kind of brown. Yeah. Yeah. What color is the semi-truck up at the front of the field? White. Very good. Good job, T. The sun's setting now. That'll help be able to see down in between the rows a lot better for a while. Right, Tino? Is that gonna make it better? Yeah. What's in the combine? What's in the back? What's back there? Soybeans? Soybeans, yes. Good job. We are getting the drill filled with wheat this morning. So as soon as we start to get some soybeans off, we can start planting. Wheat goes in the fall, grows a little bit, goes dormant, and then grows in the spring and summer. We always our wheat comes in bulk bags. We dump them in this wagon that has the scales, and then we auger them into the drill from here. Marty's helping me this morning. We're gonna get this done, and then in a little while we're gonna go to cutting soybeans. We started a little bit last night. We'll get rolling again here this afternoon, or probably before noon. This field, for some reason, is really dusty. There's a lot a lot of the plant left that normally would fall off, which probably means it was finished off with a frost, not necessarily matured right out. But it's creating a lot of dust. You can see it's pretty bad. You can't see the ground out in front of the header. You can't see where the plants come into the throat of the header. Dad was cutting out here last night, and he quit when it got dark because it was so dusty he couldn't see anything. So much for beating the crowd. I'm about 30 minutes early before they open, and there's 7 or 8 trucks ahead of me already. So now we sit and wait. It's still 5 minutes to 8. You can see behind me the line goes back 2 blocks, and right now I can see at least 1 truck around the corner out onto the next street out there. So I guess I beat part of the crowd anyway. I just started hearing grain running through some of the pipes coming down from one of those legs, so maybe that means they've started dumping trucks, and we'll get this line a moving. Morning, for Gene Ziola. It's just about pure mayhem around here this morning. So the combine broke down last night. So Dad is on his way to Portland, which is like an hour and a half away, because that was the closest place that had the part we need. I just got back from the elevator with a load of soybeans, and I'm gonna jump in my truck and go rake hay because we had a nice breeze blowing all night. There's no dew. I think if I get raking early here, we can start baling early, and this might be about my last chance to get third cutting taken care of. As soon as Dad gets back and gets the combine put together, he's going to start cutting. And then our neighbor Ed, who helps us out, he's going to start planting wheat right behind Dad. And then when my cousin Marty gets out of work this afternoon, hopefully he'll be able to drive truck for us. My Uncle Bernie's going to come help me bale, and maybe my cousin Isaac as well. So we're going to have a lot of things going on here today. So we got Ed over there planting wheat, and Dad's over there cutting soybeans, and I'm driving around knocking down some of these mounds. We had an issue with the header the other day, and it was really bunching up pretty bad, so I'm out knocking some of that down to clean it up, seeing as it's too cloudy for my hay to dry. Matter of fact, it's looking like rain off to the north. So much for clouds and sun, and now it's just clouds and clouds. Sometimes you just gotta do whatever it takes. Well, there they are, the last few bales of 2020, I think. I mean, there's more hay out here in the field, but it ain't happening tonight. Forecast from here on out is no good, but we got 30 acres today. That only leaves about 20 something acres that didn't get got for third cutting this year. I guess that's gonna be good enough. Well, the hay is over, but the day is not. I'm on my way to take over running the combine for the rest of the evening until it toughens up too much. These soybeans are phenomenal. We're running, I guess this area of the field's down a little bit, but we're running in the 70s, which is just fantastic. 50s, 60s, that's usually pretty good for us. So to be up into the 70s, pushing 80 in a lot of this field, that's just fantastic. I'm talking bushels per acre. I'm sorry, I guess I should have pointed that out. That's how we measure our yield. Kind of slow going though with the green stems. They make it go through the combine really hard. You kind of hear the combine growling when I try to push on it. Woo. That was almost really bad. Well, it's about 9:15 and I think I'm done for the night. It's getting tough. There's a lot of green stems out here which make it tougher. I was going to try to cut long enough to get the truck full, but I've got a knife section broke right down there, the end of the header, and it's just causing it to bunch up horrible. And by the time I get that fixed, because I have to take a lot more apart at the one at that end than the rest. Any of the rest only take a couple minutes, but down there I'll be 20 plus minutes. So I'm gonna call it quits, go home and get that fixed and be ready for tomorrow. Nice little breeze blowing out there tonight, but not enough to keep the dew from settling in, which is what's starting to happen. That's why the soybeans are getting tough. We don't take quite all of the soybeans straight to town. We bin some of them here at the farm, putting them in this hopper tank today. When we save them until winter, and then we usually haul them in February, March, something like that. Usually the price is a little better that time of year. We'd probably store a lot more if we had more storage capacity, but we kind of fill everything up between corn and sunflowers and everything else. It's a slow process compared to dumping it a pit at the elevator, but at least I don't have to wait in line.